Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 16.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's through here. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Vinicius Junior, played back in. He's got away, turns and goes back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And what a climax we have here! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Dani Ceballos. And here's Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior! And that will be the final act. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Doué, Conte. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's heaved it away. Thinks one through. And that should get the job done. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mendy calmly anticipates. Now they could break here. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Klaus. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tchouaméni cuts it out.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And that is a little undercooked.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hernandez. Nicely spread. Oh, can he get onto this? Played into space out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rudiger with the clearance. And it's Conte. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Tchouaméni now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. Eder Militao.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. France have a free kick. He's not got that quite right. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Delivery from him. He's got tall. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Mbappe might just make this. Valverde. Here's the return pass. And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Mbappe. Conte. Nicely weighted ball. Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. The final seconds now. Oh, that's a key interception. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Tchouaméni. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's the chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's the keeper's ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. He's a sharp little ball here. Klaus gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So,
dorsal
time
10
for changes on
será
both sides,
sustituido
actually.
por el dorsal 11. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
This looks promising. That has been slung wide. France still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Vinicius, big chance! Well, that is remarkable.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Mbappe! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Olise. That is Conte. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Bellingham. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Goulet. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Saliba gets over and intercepts. Rudiger makes the interception. Bellingham. And here's Rodrigo. And here's Goulet. Can he spark a counter here? Conte. And he cuts out the supply. Oh no, what has happened here? Nice interception, well timed. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, that is asking. Real chance! It's there! And they're back in front!
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both
5.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 8.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Camavinga. France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Chance! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eden. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. France perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the player. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Vinicius Junior! It's fallen kindly here. Big moment, massive goal.
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Hernandez. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Two down already, a nightmare start. Tchouaméni. Ball played for Klaus. Now it's Olise. And here's Dembele. He slings it in. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Kante. Hernandez. Quick look, then plays it in. Howson attempts a clearance. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kante gets a foot in here. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. No, that's overhit. Tchouaméni is there, and he can pick it up. Mbappe touches it back. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tchouaméni. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now it's Dembele. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. So what can they make of this? Now he's got space here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! Off the post! Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. Mendy. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
And it's Rudiger. And here's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe! That's the keeper's ball. Tchouaméni. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Oh, well played. Rudiger cuts it out. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Vinicius Junior. Conte. Gently done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It could be in here. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Real chance! Goulet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, important interception. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Driven forward. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. And here's Olise. Big chance! No mistake! The second half sparked straight into life. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Goulet. He's on it, can he get away? That is very well defended. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos.
France still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
That's an imaginative pass. That pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Thuram.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Upamecano. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played back in. Goulet. That's Brahim Diaz. Oh, well measured. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Face to face with the... And he shoots! It's in! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So, time for
7,
changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
15,
actually.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16, el dorsal 30. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Corner. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Barcola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the...
He's having a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Camavinga, Mbappe, oh what a ball, shapes to shoot! It's in! Back within one, they have them in their sights again! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Well, there's the clearance. Koundé.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Confirmation
descuento.
that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That's been cut out, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Garcia tries to pass it through. Brahim Diaz. Lovely, now then. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And that will be the final act. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Brilliantly cut out. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Valverde wins the duel this time. Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
He's having a shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Stood up well to him there. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Charge, surely! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front!
Goulet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mbappe. Valverde. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tchouaméni.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passes short and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Arda Güler. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That's a cute ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham, he's beaten the last man. Valverde. Goulet, Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Now it's Bellingham. Looking for the run. That's very neat. And he's being shifted off it. Tries a deft little ball. Rudiger getting this one clear. And here's Mbappe. He's been... And the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tchouameni. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rudiger. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. He's in a great position. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That looks a cracking ball. He could be in here. There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Just eases him off the ball. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well read, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. 60 minutes played. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And that's an excellent interception. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 8.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? And the shot's on here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Real chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cleared without complication. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, super find. That is a brilliant interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the finish! And that could come back to haunt them.
Bellingham was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodrigo. Arda Güler. Oh, that's fabulous. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's had a shot!
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 2. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Great vision. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Rodrigo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. And that's a chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's found a way through. Now takes a shot! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Como no se ha podido romper el empate, se disputará una prórroga de 30 minutos. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now Mbappe. Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid take the lead. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he welcomes it in. Camavinga. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz looking to penetrate opposition lines. Carvajal. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Well, this really... And a chance! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence...
Shot a goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
He thumps it clear. And it's Rudiger. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And they're quick to get it back. And he welcomes it in. He might be in here! Just the keeper to beat! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And he's cut it out, and that should get the job done. Mbappe. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bellingham.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Alexander-Arnold. That's a sharp pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Searching pass he's played there. Valverde. And that is a little undercooked. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Bellingham. Valverde. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Güler. Vinicius Junior. He's in a good position here. Valverde! He scored! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. Looking for the run. Valverde. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Drives it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Goulet. And it's Arda Goulet. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's beautifully... Shoots! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bellingham. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Threads one in. Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Arda Goulet. He is through here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A case now of complete control. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Bellingham, played back. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Shapes to shoot! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Howson clears it away. Nicely spread. Valverde. Takes a shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? The pass has gone astray. And it's Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, again there's no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great vision. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to